Hey everybody, Crappy's here. Hope everybody's doing well. Saturday, getting ready to go on the boat in a little while. Might do some work on this table. I actually got some stuff cut where I can do something today. But last night, I did a video on Garrison Russell's book, Platinum Craps, Dice Setting. And as you know, I'm not really a dice setter. That's why I built this table though, was to really get into dice setting. And I got a little frustrated because on this table, I was actually very productive with it. If you go back to my first videos when I built this table and I was setting the dice, I really had some good results. But then as soon as I think I went on a Laughlin trip right after that, and their tables were very hard, and it threw it all off. It was terrible. I gave up and finally started hucking the dice down the table. I was kind of aggravated, and I started playing a lot of dark side stuff. But I still came out a winner on that trip, either way. But anytime, not a lot, but at least if you come home a winner, you did something. But I'm thinking the reason I'm not doing the dice setting is how much time it takes. And you know, even if you're not a dice setter, don't you find yourself setting the dice at the table? Yeah, you do. It makes you look like you know what you're doing or something. I don't know. But everybody does it. But Russell, or Garrison, he said something that intrigued me. He said it's not the trick to setting the dice fast, and it doesn't matter what's on the outside. It said what it matters is what's on the inside. So if you look at a dice, you have the 6 and the 1 on either side. And it's going to be like that on every dice. Of course it is. Okay? But you put that together. All right? Then, right here, look at this set. This is just one of them. You got I call this one, myself, the inside numbers. Because right there we got a 6. We got a 5. We got an 8. We got a 9. We got all the inside numbers. Okay? So if we can throw those on axis, you might think that's good. But look, when you rotate the dice one time, you got a hard way set. Rotate them one more time. All the way around. You got an all 7 set with the same thing. So there's 2 7s if you throw that on axis. Okay? So what I'm thinking is a quick way of setting the dice. You just always find your 6s and 1s, lay them on the side, butt them together, rotate one time. You got, no matter what's on top, you're looking at what's in the middle. Then you're ready to throw them. You got this. Here's another interesting thing. Like I said, you're only 2 clicks away from the all 7 set. So therefore, on come-outs, you might want to use that, because when you're the shooter, you have to play the pass line, which I wouldn't play the pass line except for if I'm the shooter. Another interesting thing I found is, look, okay, if you throw one of these dice off axis, then we only have one combination of a 7. Okay? And if you throw both dice off axis, both dice, you only have one combination of a 7, which is a 6 and the 1, if that's your 1 in the middle. You can put any of the 7s in the middle, and it'll be the same. And if you put the 5 and the 2 together, 5, where's my 2? It's going to be on the other side of the 5, okay? Then look what that gives you. You're shooting your 5, your 4, your 9, and your 10. And it's the same way. If one of them rotates off, you only got one way to get a 7, and that would be this one. So you want to throw your dice off axis. You want one of them or both of them to go off axis. Then you only have one way to get a 7. So if you could figure that out, by no means, I've just started with this today, and I shot through this whole rack of white chips over here and stacked them all up, and I ended up with an 8, 7 out. I had like a 15 and a 18 roll and a couple short rolls. But what I like about this is, look, the dice come to me. I find me a 6 or a 1. There's my 1. Butt them together. There's my hard way set. Roll it one time. No matter what's on top, that's my inside set. And then if I roll it one more time, there's my all 7. It's very quick. So whatever the dice are, there's me a 1. looking for my 6 or my 1, instead of looking for one thing, button them together. Look, I'm ready to go right there. Look how quick that was. And now I just got to learn how to master this throw. So what I'm going to try to do is figure out how to throw my dice, one dice off axis or both. Instead of if you keep them on axis, like I said, it's very simple. You got 2 ways to make a 7. Or 4 ways, actually, 2 combinations. Let's put it that way. So, but if one of them rolls off, then you eliminate it down to 1 again. 1 combination. So that's a pretty neat thing, I think. I'm not gonna make this a dice setting channel. If you've noticed, most of the dice setting channels, I watch them sometimes, but those guys are arrogant. My gosh, come on, get with it. I don't know, just but anyway, look at that. Look how quick that was. I found my 6. This is just a quick way. Found my 6 or my 1. Don't matter which one you look for. 6 or 1. Found it. Rotated around. There's my set. I'm set. It doesn't matter what you got on the top. It matters what's on the inside. It's faster to find it. But anyway, I'm going to start off. I'm probably going to do a couple videos here and there on this. And I'm going to use this method that I'm doing. It's not exactly Russell or Garrison's method, but his is more intense. It's got different numbers for the inside, but then you're searching for all these numbers, so now I'm going to try to really focus on this one set. And on come outs, I'll just roll it. I'll see if I got my 6 and 1 together. Yep. Roll it to the 7 set. And it doesn't matter what 7's on top. That'll be my 7 set. So now I'm on the come out. And if I'm the shooter, I'm on the pass line. Or I'm not going to play the don't against myself. I could, and I could just shoot the 7 the whole way. But anyway, if I throw this, I got a 9. All right, and I got a 6, 3, 9. So that means one of my dice went off axis. So that's a good thing, because then that only leaves me one combination of a 7. So I don't know what they're preaching about setting a hardway set. I mean, that is crazy. If you set a hardway set and then you just go around, you got 7s all over your dice. What's wrong? There's something wrong with that, in my opinion. So I want to throw my dice off axis. I really do. Am I crazy? Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm crazy. Of course I am. All right. I'm going to throw a couple throws here. I'm not, by no means am I any good at it. I put my landing zones right here because I'm so close right now. But my goal is to keep backing up and get back to stick 1 and stick 2. I mean, I've got a 14-foot table here, so I've got plenty of room to work my way back. But anyway, I'm just going to throw them and see what we got. So far, we got a 9. Got a craps 3 in there again. 1 dice is off axis. I like it. Now watch how quick I can set these dice. Find my 6. There's my 1. There's my 7 set. Roll it 1 time. If I got a hardway set showing, roll it 1 time and I'm on my 1. What I'm wanting is the inside numbers set, except for on the come outs. Alright, consistency. Hit a craps 3, 1 dice off axis. Now, if I can do that all the time, that'd be pretty sweet. You still can't eliminate a 7 altogether. It's impossible. There's an 8. 1 dice off axis again. Whenever I see a 6 or a 1, that's what I'm looking for. Everybody says, oh, keep your dice on axis. Why? Look how quick I set those dice. I just found my 6, put my 1 together, rolled it to a 9. Here I got a 6. Here I got a 5. Here I got an 8 every time. Ooh, I pinned those, but it worked. There's a 4, 1 dice off axis. Now I'm shooting really close right now, and I know that. I'm going to start doing baby steps here. This is going to be like if you want to learn to set dice with me, then let's learn how to set dice. I'm going to start practicing. I need to work on my grip. There's some consistency. There's a 3. 1 dice was off axis again. As long as that goes off, if both go off, that's not a bad thing either. All right, I took too much time on that. There's a 1. There's my hard way. Roll it 1 time. Ready to throw. There's a 6. 1 dice off axis. It's working right now. There's my 1. There's my other 1. Rotate them around. There's my 7 set. Rotate it 1 time. 1 of the dice. Oops. Hit the wrong spot there. Alright, there's a 9. And that's on axis. Totally on axis right there. Alright, so there's a 6. There's a 1. Put them together. There's my 9 on top. I know I've already set. Look, there's my set. Don't matter which way I hold them. Maybe when you really get into it, it could matter. There's a 4. So far, so good. 1 dice off axis. So far, I've only been on axis 1 time. There's my 1, right? Put my 1 down. There's my 6. Rotate it around. There's my 8 on top. I know I'm good to go. Look how fast that is. There's a 9. And that's 1 dice off axis again. So I noticed that. I think that was my problem. I was just doing some sets where there's my 7 set, rotate it 1 time. Where I really should have been on axis, and there's an 8. That's on axis 8. And I was falling off axis. So now I want to be off axis. If they both go off axis, the only one I can hit is the 6 and the 1. If 1 dice goes off, then I've only got 1 other combination. It's like eliminating two combinations. All right, there's my 6, there's my 1. Stick them together, there's my 8 on top, good to go. Don't matter what's on top. Oh, look at that. Both dice went off axis and I hit the 7. Got a long way to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 throws before 7. I mean, that ain't gonna happen every time. But it happened this time. But this time, now, here's a cool thing. There's my 6, my 1, there's my 6. I'm gonna rotate it till I get my Indy 7. There it is. There's my 7 set. Now I'm coming out. I'm throwing a 7 set. I got a 10. And that was 1 dice off axis again. I didn't hit my... Be pretty cool if you could hit a 7 whenever you want. All right, there's my 5 on top. I just put my 6 and my 1 together. Look how fast that is. I think I can pull this off on my videos and start really practicing. There's a hard 6. That was on axis. All right, there's my 6, there's my 1, there's my hard way. Roll it 1 time. There's a 4. That's 1 dice off axis again. There's it. There's my 7 set. Roll it 1 time. Doing it at close range here. I'm going to keep backing up throughout time. And another thing, Russell, Garrett, I keep calling him Russell, but his name's Garrison, Gary. One thing he said that also about this is throw to the wall, not through the wall. Like that was a little weird of a throw there. But the dice didn't go off axis. There's a hard 8. I stick my hard ways in there and I'm marking each one to kind of see what I hit. All right, so look, I'm just here now. There's my 1, right? There's my 6. Put them together. Rotate 1 time. Ready to throw. No one's going to give you a hard time about that. There's a 9. That's an on axis 9. Okay, so now there's my 6. There's my 6. There's my 9 on top. I know I'm good to go. Look, there's my 6. There's my 5. There's my 8. There's a 9. On axis 9. Alright, there's my 6. There's my 1. There's a 9 on top. I'm good to go. There's a 6. That's 2 on axis. I've thrown in right here, back to back. 6, 1, 6 on top. Good to go. That don't take too long, does it? Alright, there's 1 dice off axis. The deal is right now I need to work on mechanics, and I'm not. So basically I'm going to learn. If you want to learn with me, check out these videos. If you don't like this kind of thing, then I guess don't watch them. Some people do. I felt good about that throw, but it went to a 10. Alright, there's my 6. Found it. There's my 1. Found it. There's my 7 set. Rotate 1 time. And there's a 7 out. I threw that on axis. That's one of my on axis 7s right there. Because there's 2 ways I can hit it if I keep it. Unless 1 dice spins. So if I could figure out how to throw 1 dice right. You know what would be cool? Try this at the casino. If you could just throw 1 dice on axis and then throw the other one. That would really send them for a loop, wouldn't it? Can you imagine what the pit boss would do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we got 10 that time. Now, it's not always going to be like that. There, look at that. I found my 6 really quick. Found my 1 really quick. There's my 5 on top. Look at my set. It's already set. Don't matter which way I hold it. Ooh, we hit a 7. That was a come out 7. I didn't want to hit that 7. I didn't have it set for that. Rotate it 1 time. Oh wait, I do want to set 7 this time. Here we go. Alright, we got a 9. Maybe there could be something too. I'll experiment with that, throwing the all 7 all the time. If I find out I can't hit 7s with the all 7 set. Alright, found my 6. There's my other 6. My 1's on the other side. And there's my 9. I'm ready to throw. There's a hard 8. Alright, there's my 6. There's my 1. Hard way set up. Rotate 1 time. There is a midnight. Both dice went off axis. When both dice go off axis, that's pretty sweet. Because now I know where my 6 and my 1 is, so I rotate it around. Got my 8 on top. I know I'm good to go. And I'm 7'd out. Alright, in this short little deal right here, I had a bad one. But we did 3 throws. We had one that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we had a 3. You'll have that. Let me balance these out right here. If I balance them out. Yep, here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exactly what I had last time. Alright, 8. So if you pile chips up on every shot, level out the pile, that tells you what your 7 before 7, not your 7 out, because your 7 out you have to keep up with the point. But anyway, it's scary. Crappy's gonna die set. But look at this. Look how quick it is. There's my 6. There's my 1. There's my 9 on top. That's the set I'm gonna practice with. Oh, I rolled a 7 right out of the gate with it. Not too good. It needs a lot of work. I don't have any mechanics right now. I'm gonna have to figure that part out. But I'm gonna start working with it. All right, y'all. Crappy says, don't crap out.